Do you think, looking back, that Roy really didn't have any meaningful intention to pay you?
I don't think he did.
In April and May 2016, and then again in 2017, did you find Roy in a hotel somewhere?
Yes, I did. I actually went to see if he was in the hotel.
You went looking for him?
Yes. I thought I'd give it one last shot.
Well, the one last shot, shot being the operative word, what happened to you in that hotel, please, Roy?
Greg came in and I was sitting with another gentleman, and Greg started roaring about his money was due. I asked him nicely if he would not broadcast it in the pub.
What did he do physically?
When I was speaking to him, he grabbed me by the shoulder, turned me around, put my arm up my back and held me against the ledge at the window and where the gaming machine was.
He assaulted you in public with lots of people watching?
Just one, Judge.
You pinned him against a fruit machine, sir, yes or no?
Definitely not, Judge. 100% incorrect.
Having been assaulted, sir, I assume you telephoned the police?
No. The owner of the hotel came through and seen what Greg was doing, and she ordered him out the hotel.
Do you recall that?
I recall an incident, but that certainly was not what happened.
Well, you have a different opinion. You say Roy was rather liberal in his use of his walking stick.
Correct, Judge. What happened, I went into the place and I went over to Roy and I says, Roy, I'm fed up waiting. When am I getting my money? Now, he had a walking stick with a great big ball on the end of it. I said, when am I getting my money? And I did move towards him. And the stick came up. The walking stick came up.
He didn't do it on his own. It's not Mary Poppins.
And I thought he was going to hit me with a stick. So I did grab the stick, I admit that. And I pushed him back, but it was nowhere near the gaming machine. The gaming machine's away in the far corner.
So listen to me. You go to a hotel where you've got intelligence that he must be, right?
Yes.
So when you arrived in that hotel, don't tell me that you weren't in a furious rage. You were, correct?
No, I didn't fly into a rage. I did raise my voice because after 4 years I was getting a wee bit kind of...
Was he in a rage, sir? Did you report
Yes.
the matter to the police?
No, I didn't.
After the incident with what you claim was the fruit machine and you claim was his walking stick, you tell me 2 weeks later what you believe happened to you and who you believe is responsible.
If it was when I was sitting in the mall having a coffee with my wife, that's when he came up and demanded it when he could get his money, is when I asked him not to be roaring when there were so many people round about. And as he was leaving, he turned around and says, I'll see you up a dark lane.
See you up what?
I'll see you up a dark lane.
I'll see you up a dark lane. Do you speak like that, sir? I'll see you up a dark lane.
Never use that expression, ever.
Well, whether that's right or not, according to you, Roy, 2 weeks later, whether it was up a dark lane or not, you tell me in your reply in this matter that something happened to you.
Yes.
What happened to you, sir?
I left my house to go... Sorry. I left to go up for a pint. I walked 100 yards and was then set upon by 3 gentlemen.
You were set upon by 3 men.
Who...
What did they do?
beat the merry out of me. Sorry, Judge. Yes.
They kicked you, they punched you on the ground.
I never got nothing on the face of that. It was all body. I take it was bats they had because I had my head covered at that time.
Bats? What else did they use?
That's... I wasn't sure I was covered up. I was...
You were beaten by 3 people with bats.
Yes.
So I'll just ask you this question very simply. Did you, for £500, send 3 people out to beat Roy with bats?
Definitely not, Judge.
Thank you very much. Now, firstly, what evidence do you have that Greg was the cause of this attack?
No evidence at all.
Well, let's leave that aside. You were the victim of a very serious attack. I take that very seriously indeed.
Yeah.
What were your injuries?
It was all bruising to my side, my legs.
So you immediately went to the hospital?
No,
You immediately, bearing in mind the attack and how serious it was, went and reported matters to the police?
nope.
There could be 3 armed attackers out there with bats attacking people.
Nope.
Why not?
Because I thought I was taking a hiding because of the money I was due.
In other words, you say, well, I assumed when I was being beaten that was Greg, and that instead of asking for the money back, he came to beat me.
Exactly. That was the only thing that's been in my mind since.
Let's assume it doesn't matter, all right, for this case. Were you really seriously beaten by 3 men in a dark alley and didn't report that to the police?
Yes. And the reason I didn't report it, Judge, was because I thought this was payback. This would be it finished.
Well, the reason I know it can't have been payback was because in the 19th of December of last year, having seen Roy in a shopping mall again, what did you do that was desperately violent, sir?
I sent him a recorded delivery letter asking for the money to be paid.
After beating him up?
Delivery.
Just pause. A recorded delivery letter?
Yes.
After beating him up in an alleyway with 3 people and a bat, you decided enough was enough. You could imagine Marlon Brando sitting there. He eats with the fishes. Let's send him a recorded delivery. Not exactly the actions of a gangster, correct?
I never received it, Judge.
I've got the copy of the letter here, Judge.
How splendid. Seen this letter, sir?
No, no, Judge.
Have you got amnesia? Roy, Greg, you did a very sensible thing, which was that when you lent Roy money, because he was a friend of yours, you put it in writing. The reason that's important is because without the piece of paper I have seen, your case would be dismissed straight away. There would be no intention to create legal relations and consequently no enforceable contract. You are claiming £600, £500 being the principal sum of the loan. In other words, you're charging him £100 for a £500 loan. Either way, charging people is a complicated business and is rarely enforceable unless a person absolutely understands the terms and conditions. Don't be stupid. Stay and watch the best Judge Rinder moments. And I'm talking. Understood? Don't be a moron. Subscribe to Judge Rinder YouTube channel. Right now. That's an order.